This is Dr. Prasanna Kumar working as an assistant professor in Government First Grade College, Tumkur. The paper is Mechanics and Special Theory of Relativity. In this paper, we have the chapter Gravitation. In gravitation, in the first part, we are going to study Newton's law of gravitation, gravitational potential, and field intensity. The main objective to study, the main objective of studying this is to understand the motion of celestial bodies and to create interest in some of the basic forces in nature. The brief introduction of this chapter is like this. In the brief history of gravitation, we have written like this. Newton's law of gravitation. It is also known as universal law. Why it is called so? Because it can be applicable to all bodies. It can be applicable to all bodies in the universe. Hence, we are going to call Newton's law of gravitation is known as universal law. What is the statement for the law of gravitation? Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, and the force is along the direction of line joining these two bodies. The statement is like this. They may ask you to write the statement in your examination. At the same time, this is very important statement. Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, and force is along the direction of line joining these two bodies. Proof. They may ask you a question like this. State and explain Newton's laws of gravitation. That is the one question. They may ask you concept question, why it is called universal law. Right. We have explained why it is called universal law. Now we have to derive the expression for Newton's law of gravitation. Consider the two bodies A and B of masses m1 and m2 respectively. D is the distance between them. Force of attraction between them is F is directly proportional to m1 and m2. F is inversely proportional to d squared. From equations 1 and 2, we can write F is directly proportional to m1 m2 divided by d squared. From the definition, the force of attraction between the two bodies is directly proportional to product of their masses, inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Therefore, we have written the expressions like this. By combining these two, we can write F is equal to G into m1 m2 by d squared or r squared, where G is known as gravitational law, gravitational constant, gravitational constant. The expression for the gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter squared per kg squared. In vector form, how will you write? The gravitational force on M2 due to M1 is F2 with respect to 1. F2 with respect to 1 is equal to G into M1 M2 divided by D squared 1 with respect to 2. That is D cap of 1 and 2. In the same manner, gravitational force on M1 due to M2 is the force of 1 due to 2 is G into M1 M2 divided by D squared of mass 2 with respect to mass 1 into D cap of distance between 2 and 1, where D12 and D21 are in unit vectors. Since they are unit vectors, they explain the directions. Since they explains the direction, we can write F12 is equal to minus F21. Right. Next thing is gravitational field. The space around a body within the gravitational force of attraction is called gravitational field. The space around a body within the gravitational force of attraction, is called gravitational field. There is a field, there is a region in which the other body will be attracted by the earth, is known as what you can call that gravitational force. If the body escapes from that region, it won't attracted by the earth. The body, if it lies within that region, we can explain the gravitational field. That field is known as gravitational field. Gravitational field intensity. How will you derive the expression for gravitational field intensity? Field intensity. In the same manner, we can also explain charge intensity. Electrostatic force, same manner, gravitational force. Electrostatic field, same manner, gravitational field. Electric intensity, in the same manner, gravitational field intensity. Force experienced by a unit mass in the gravitational field is called gravitational field intensity. Force experienced by a unit mass in the gravitational field is called gravitational field intensity. The intensity of gravitational field at a point distant or from a point mass m is E is equal to minus gm by r squared into unit vector r, that is r cap. Negative sign, this negative sign indicates that the force is directed towards the mass. The force is directed towards the mass. This is how we can explain gravitational field and gravitational intensity. derive the expression for next thing is known as gravitational potential. The work done in moving unit mass from infinity to any point in the gravitational field is known as gravitational potential. The potential is given by the work done in moving unit mass from B to A against the field is VA minus VB is equal to integration of A to B dV. Integration of A to B dV can be written as minus F into dr. That is minus F is nothing but gravitational field intensity, therefore E into dr. Therefore A to B dV is equal to A to B minus F dr, that is dV is equal to E minus dr, where dV is VA minus VB, E minus dr. We can write E is equal to minus dV divided by dr, or gradient of potential, gradient d by dr of V we can write, that we can write minus gradient of potential, hence the intensity, of gravitational field at any point is equal to the negative gradient of gravitational potential. Negative. Hence the intensity of gravitational field at any point is equal to the negative gradient of gravitational potential. Next, in this we can expect some multiple choice questions. These are the multiple choice questions which we can expect from this chapter. These are the multiple choice, few more multiple choice questions. This may be the answers for those questions. Here they may ask you the question like this. What is that? State and explain Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. Explanation we have given. Why it is called universal law we have given. Explanation we have given. What is meant by gravitational constant, that G? We have given no, that they may ask. What is its dimension? That is also given. They may ask you the other questions also. Explain the terms gravitational field and gravitational potential. They may ask you one more question, that is, obtain the relation between gravitational field and gravitational potential. Like that, they may ask you the question in your examination. We should ready to answer for those questions. These are the questions. These are the books which we have referred for this unit. One is Dr. C. Narayan Reddy and other et al. Concept of physics. The other one is the book written by our group, which is available in Sapna Book House and in online also, that we can read. These are the things which we have to remember in this chapter. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.